So the state of Texas is
first state to ban junk food being bought with your EBT /
I'm literally on the fence about it.
Now, I am going to move to another state.
The women in this video are really upset that EBT would not let them buy junk food. I am not gonna hold you because this is gonna be a wild one. Go ahead and hit that like button. Definitely subscribe if this is your first time, and let's get to it.
So the state of Texas is banning the purchase of chips, soda, junk food basically with EBT. Mind you, the price for single ingredients for one meal will run you anywhere from $60 to $80. 60 is being generous. So I don't see, one, why that was any of their business.
Any of their business? It's their money that they're giving to you, and now they're telling you maybe eat healthy with the free money. That's all they're doing.
And two, why would they do such a thing when inflation is at an all-time high right now?
Once again, it's free money. Nobody cares about inflation. You have to get out and get a job to go and buy the things that you want. Why are you so happy thinking that you are entitled to free money and what you can do with it?
And what about those people who don't have access to a home that can, cook and stuff like that? Like, it just don't make sense to me, but hey, I guess we just gotta let them do what they do.
Don't be shocked.
Ladies, what are you trying to prove? Just because they're telling you to eat healthy and not buy junk food, you're getting upset about that, but you're missing the overall picture. It's government assistance. What happens when they take that completely away? Now you have to get out and get a job just to make up for the free money that they're taking away from you. They done made these women entitled and very spoiled in this situation. Let's hear what More got to say.
Texas will be the first state to ban junk food being bought with your EBT / food stamp benefits. I'm not sure if the ban took place yet. I don't think it took place yet, but it's talks that they want to ban soda, candy, juice, chips, cookies, any snack products to be bought with EBT / SNAP food stamp benefits. And I'm not against that. I mean, food stamps should be used to buy food to cook in your house. 100% agree.
This is what I'm talking about. A woman with some common sense. Y'all better protect her.
But also, children and adults deserve a snack every now and again. So I'm like in between, because people do deserve a cookie, a bag of chips, or a snack, some juice if you want it, every now and again.
But you're overlooking the big picture. It's still free money that they're giving it to you. You can't blame the government for at least looking out for your health. So maybe you should go get a job to spend money on making yourself unhealthy again with the junk food. They're actually protecting you. Get in the comments and let me know.
But you can also buy those items with your cash, because food stamps is meant to help. It's not meant to stretch and last the whole month. And everybody who has gotten food stamps before know that food stamps do not last the whole month.
You can get food stamps to stretch if you buy the right food. But you guys want steak, eggs, junk food. But if you go in there and actually have a budget, you will get it to actually stretch. One thing that I learned about being in the suburbs and being in the hood, they both get EBT. But the suburban people spend their EBT money differently and actually take care of the housing that when you drive through their neighborhoods, you would never know that it was Section 8. But in the hood, everybody, you're in the projects. You got a bodega at the corner that takes EBT. You buying cigarettes with it. You buying junk food with it. You're doing everything but staying healthy. And the government has said, okay, now we want you to at least live for something because we feel like we're paying you to die.
So if you want the snacks and the junk food or whatever else you want, you buy that with your cash and use your food stamp benefits to buy food for your children. Now I think they just need to work on the price of eggs. Let's work on the price of this food, because y'all want to regulate everything that people buying, all the junk and the snacks, but let's also get the price of this food down, because the food prices are ridiculous and have been for quite some time now.
This is why you have to be responsible with having children and living above your means. In order to survive, you must live below your means and always have a stash for a rainy day. Living check to check, yes, you're gonna have a hard time. Using EBT to buy expensive food, so you in the projects, but you living and eating like you're at a 5-star restaurant, nobody's dumb. That's what they're trying to prevent. Get in the comments to let me know, is this good or bad?
So now people that receive EBT and food stamps are not going to be allowed to buy junk food with EBT or food stamps? I seen something that stated that the Trump administration was stopping people who receive EBT or food stamps to stop buying any junk food or high processed food items with their EBT and food stamps. And if they are going to put this rule in place, they just need to decrease the price of healthy foods, okay? Because healthy foods are so high. That's why people shop and buy things that they can afford, aka junk food and high processed foods, because they are trying to make their food stamps benefits stretch the whole month.
Actually, when you eat healthy, your body fills up faster, so you don't eat again. When you eat junk food, it's processed food, which is gonna allow you to be hungrier, and you will keep eating it. You ever ate a big bag of chips and realized that you're still hungry afterwards? But you ever ate an apple, a pear, and a banana, and you fill up immediately? That's the difference. Healthy food, you eat less of it. Junk food, you eat more of it, because the body needs nutrients. The less nutrients you have, the hungrier you're going to be, the more you're going to eat. When you start eating healthy, you eat less. Everyone knows that.
So towards the end of the month, the kids might be eating oodles and noodles or TV dinners or whatever else, because, or sandwiches with chips, because guess what? Or hot dogs and burgers, because guess what? It is just high. Stuff is high. So you're trying to stretch your food stamps towards the end of the month to make them last. Because anybody who have received food stamps before, which is me, I've received them before, know that those food stamps benefits does not last the whole month. And we all know that that bag of vegetables is $10 or the price of eggs at this point. Okay, it's like $12 for a carton of eggs. Listen, decrease the price of healthy foods so that people can actually afford to buy them.
It sounds like they just don't want to be healthy. They want to eat the food that makes you feel good. Unfortunately, junk food makes you hungrier, so you keep eating more of it. And yes, you're going to go through a lot of money. But when you start eating healthy food, whole grain foods, you're going to eat less, which is what the government sees.
So y'all, I'm watching a clip from Fox 26, and basically they are saying that Texas is considering changing how EBT recipients will be able to spend their benefits, and they mostly just said they won't be able to buy junk food. And y'all, I'm literally on the fence about it, because when you think junk food, you only think like soda, cookies, chips. But when you dig deep into it, it's like pieces considered junk food, Hot Pockets, cereal, you know what I'm saying? Like ice cream, cake, brownies, like all that is considered junk food too.
Because it is junk food. The body didn't naturally absorb that growing up. Like you go back 200 years, they didn't have any candy. You literally had to eat healthy, which is why people were smaller. We're looking at society. If you go over to the UK, most of their food is not processed. So you have smaller people and people live longer. Here in the United States, everything is processed. We have bigger people, 300, 400, 500 pound people, because the junk food that they're putting in the body. And the government is saying, hey, most of these fat people are getting fat because they're taking our money and eating junk food to feel good. You can still eat bread and water and get full.
And I feel like if they gonna do that, they can't be selling these fruits and vegetables genetically modified, seedless, with pesticides and all that stuff. Like, they gotta be selling real fruits and vegetables.
And let me guess, a bag of chips is better?
But then again, think about all the other foods that got dyes in it. Or like milk. Milk is not good. Dairy is not good for us, even though they say it has calcium in it, but that's not good for your body. Like, you feel me? Then some of this chicken has antibiotics in it, or you know what I'm saying, all this stuff in it. So it's like, is that stuff gonna be healthier? And then to the people who keep saying, oh, I'm not paying for people to eat whatever they want to eat, regardless if y'all paying for it or not, which I feel like y'all tax dollars don't even go to that, but regardless of if you paying for it or not, it's not like your tax dollars, they gonna give you your money back, or your tax dollars might go up, because now we all know healthy food is not cheap. So your tax dollars might even go up, if we gonna be honest. But What are y'all opinion or thoughts on it?
Y'all notice they keep complaining about junk food need to be eaten because the good food is not that good anyway. No, your dopamine releases are going to get shut down because you can't eat junk food all day long. If you stop and you look at the prettiest people in the world that are in the best shape, most of them fast and eat healthy and eat salads, sea moss, and little meats, and they have the best skin and the best bodies and they think better. But when you look at people that eat junk food all day, they're argumentative, they love to fight, they're very aggressive because their body is filled with so much processed. All these women are worried about the price of healthy food, but with healthy food you eat less. With junk food it makes your body more hungrier. They're ignoring that completely.
So I don't know if many of you know this, but I live in Idaho. And they're passing a law stating that you cannot use food stamps to buy candy or soda. So now I am going to move to another state. I'm sorry, but you're not going to tell me what I can and cannot buy with my food stamps.
I don't think she's understanding that this will be nationwide.
If I want to buy 20 cases of soda, well, guess what? I'm buying 20 cases of soda. If I want to buy 5 pounds of candy, then I should be able to buy 5 pounds of candy.
You can buy it, you just won't be able to buy it with your EBT card because they are also removing cash withdrawal. So you would have to go to somebody and act like a crackhead and say, hey, I'll give you $40 worth of groceries for $20 worth of cash. You seriously want to do that and not just eat healthy?
I only use my food stamps to buy junk. That's how I keep my whole pantry stocked. That's how I keep my 6 kids happy because it's all they eat. They only eat junk food.
I bet you those kids are bad acne and fat.
So I'm about to start a petition to ban this law because this is against human rights. Humans should be able to consume anything and everything that they please, even if it's on the government's dime. So since I'm leaving Idaho, what state do you think I should move to? Which is the best state that I could, move me and my 7 kids to? Possibly a state that you could just use your food stamps for whatever you want. So I don't know.
Sounds like to me she's headed to one of the blue states because all the red states are gonna follow this path because they're trying to save money and make people great again. But for some reason, these women are so mad that they can't get a bag of chips with the free money that the government is giving them. The world is changing. It's time for everybody to wake up. If you agree, get in the comments and talk to me. And if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Definitely share the video. This is your first time watching, hit that subscribe button. See you on the next video.